Welcome, my brother and sister Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to your twin flame reading for September 2019. Gotta tell you, just blessed all of the decks, brought tears to my eyes, the love of the higher beings, the angels, gods, and masters. Happy birthday. I'm September 6th. Hard to say your entire life with a gap. Angels got both above and below. Yeah, I'm born on actually the full moon. I got the Virgo Sun, Pisces moon dealio. So hard to pull myself out of this read. You know, it's like I'm Leo rising. That one's tricky. Virgo Sun, Venus and Libra and Pisces moon. So there's the four that I'm like, please, I go extra in on the blessing. It's like, please bless this and let me not see it until the edits if it's about me. And sometimes they give me that grace. So welcome my subscribers, by the way. I know I was told for these twin flame readings to go as long as needed to really do my best and be thorough. And I think for Virgo, we think that this might be the longest one I've ever done. Let's see, I'm not trying to make them long. It's just that's how they go. And I see other readers going like hour and a half. I'm like, all right, I can do this. I can do let's just play it by ear. So maybe we'll get a little bonus because it's our birthday, but then we have to start doing bonuses for all of the no. No. We'll see what happens, right? So let's dive in. We're starting with the Caroline Myss archetypes, and if you have not subscribed yet, and if you like what you see here, like and subscribe. My numbers are growing. I'm actually doing this dark moon void, of course, the Thursday, right? But right before, yeah, today's the 29th. I'm doing it right before the Virgo new moon. So it's kind of fun to do it void, of course. It's like it's so quiet outside. So still a Virgo, regardless of sun, moon, rising, wherever anything is, right? Here we go. So Caroline Myss archetypes. We're going to pull 3 archetype cards, one for you, one for the other in the twin flame relationship, and one for the relationship overview itself. It's new. It seems like not every time I do one of these readings, but every time I start a cycle, they give me a clearer way to do it, because they're just always, isn't that us Virgo, are always like the perfection thing. It's always like, oh, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. It might take us a while, particularly on the path of true love. And twin flame relationships are just part of, if you have not yet, please go watch. The link is in the below, clarifying twin flame soulmates and true lovers. My take on it, what I've learned after studying and walking this path for lifetimes, right? There's a bit of an upgrade, I believe. I think it's more helpful than the old terminology where twin flames and soulmates get conflated. Essentially, it's a twin flame is a pre-incarnational contract that you make with another soul. Many souls, by the way, you don't just have one. Like, there's a big difference, right? Twin flame, you have one twin flame. No, you may have hundreds of twin flames, because they are relationship contracts based on you learning how to heal and learn how to love yourself, right? Boundaries, like, it's all that self-esteem work and relationships, and it's torturous and it's turbulent, but they can be very hot and passionate too. And they can be passionate in other ways than just romantic sexual. Like, if there's someone in your family that's always turbulent, right? Little Cain and Abel deal going on, so to speak, irrespective of gender, parent, child, all of that. It's like, those are twin flames. If they're turbulent and they're teaching you how to love yourself, because by contract they can't give you what you need. By contract, they can even give it to other people, but they can't give to you what they need. And I can get personal about that. I got a bunch. Let's just say I had a twin flame relationship with my father. I'm a gay witch. He was a heterosexual Catholic and a Gemini, right? So there's no way he was going to be like, and I could not give him what he needed in terms of the sun. It just wasn't going to happen. We loved each other. We transformed. And so that's like a really good example. I think that's outside of the romantic sexual, but I have a feeling. For us Virgos, you see that it's like hard to keep myself out of this. It's like I would have my drag fan. I don't need it. The AC is on. So let's dive in here. Now the official reading. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters. Please, one archetype, one soul power. What is the soul power that this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising Venus sign is developing within themselves in this twin flame relationship for September 2019? The Advocate. Now that's interesting. I bet a bunch of y'all Virgos are advocates. I'll read the archetypes once I get all 3 of them out. Yeah, I was reading them horizontally, and for the Leo one, they're like, do it this way. So now I'm doing each column like that, giving brief overview, then using another 3 decks for clarifiers. Yeah, so I'm giving you some detail here, some gritsy grainy. All right, so now, same thing, my angels, gods, and masters, but for the twin, for the other in this twin flame relationship, the one in relationship with the Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please, what is the soul power being developed here in this one? What is the dominant archetype going on for September? The guide. Ooh, an advocate and a guide. See, that feels like power couple. Just going to say, again, take it out of, romantic. You don't have to blend your names or anything like that. Let's just keep going. I'll get to that. We'll solar plexus just went whoa, 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 whoa. I'm like, oh, that means it's personal. Okay, keep me out of it if possible, unless I really need to. Take a look for myself here. My angels, gods, and masters, same question, but for the entire relationship itself, as though it was a third being. It is a third being, the relationship between any two people. So please, what is the dominant archetype there in the relationship itself for September 2019? Oh, Midas, Miser. Oh, what a lead and gold. I mean, all of them are lead and gold, but Midas obviously turns things to gold. The Miser hoards. So we're looking about generosity there. Earth signs. The advocate. This is for us Virgos. The advocate. Light attribute inspires you to put compassion into action, right? I think of the advocate as giving voices for those who have none, right? Speaking up for people. Advocate. Shadow attribute. Embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. All right. Now, personal gain in a twin flame relationship is something to look out for. It's one of those things of make sure that keep an eye on your agenda is what I'm saying, Virgo. What is your hidden agenda? Caroline May says we all have hidden agendas. Be aware of it and keep your eye on it, right? Because this might very well be the kind of thing. Because, as a natural advocate, I mean, Virgos, we're servants, right? We are the servants of the zodiac. So that thing of wanting to put compassion into action, it's like not just compassion, oh, I feel compassion. It's that active part of it, which would indicate, yang, masculine energy there, that kind of power. Now, the guide attribute represents the nature of the divine in life and in yourself. Isn't that interesting? The divine in your life and in yourself. Meaning that there is a guiding force of the divine within us and within ourselves. So I get that. I'm doing it right now. I mean, why work the divination if you're not looking for guidance? Shadow attribute places financial gain and control over impartial insight, which is why we're doing the YouTubes, because they are free info. But you want me to work with you one-on-one, you pay me. Why? I'm a Virgo. That's why it is. That's why we are what we are. So that guide there. So, doing that in balance, keeping that in the light, keeping an eye on the hidden agenda, particularly because Virgo is such a high serve. I mean, all signs serve. Anybody can serve. It's just what are you serving? How are you serving, and what's the why behind your serving? We'd say, oh, it's all for the well-being of all, but also have in there, and there's nothing wrong with saying, yeah, but what about me? But that has to be healthy and in balance, particularly in twin flame relationships. Yes, it is all about you. It's your path that you're on. This twin flame relationship is an opportunity, a lesson, a whatever you want to call it. I think I take that term, I hear karmic relationships, and I used that terminology for decades, and it's like, yeah, but those karmic relationships are twin flame based, where the soulmates are the satisfying. Now you think, yeah, well, I want to marry a soulmate. It's like, yeah, if you really want to keep your spiritual evolution at full force, maybe a twin flame should be considered for a long term, just saying. So the relationship itself, whoopsie, the Midas miter. Now, if you don't know the Midas touch, it's actually Dionysus, interestingly enough, who is the god of Virgo for me, my natal patron. Let's see, I want to try. I have to do like Reed Richards there for you to see that card, right? The light and the shadow there, it was Dionysus who gave King Midas the gift of the Midas touch, which is everything he touches would turn to gold, including his food, and I'm sure masturbation wasn't great. Light attribute. Entrepreneurial or creative ability to turn anything to gold, delight in sharing one's riches, right? So it's that sprinkle of gold. Drinks are on the house, you know, it's like drinks are on me. That generosity. So, you know, to have that Midas touch, again, I was saying power couple, that feels very power couple. It feels like the overall arching thing that there's a lot of power, but there might be issues of generosity for both of y'all. Shadow attribute, ready? Hoarding money and emotions. Obsessive fear of losing your wealth. Well, hello, earth sign, earth sign, earth sign. So, you know, hoarding, like, what do I hoard? I hoard magical equipment, right? You know, books. I'm such a witch, just comes with me, Virgo. I mean, we are collectors to an extent, nothing like Taurians, though, and Taurians are the only ones who can really get away with it. But that thing, we are the Virgin, we cross our legs, you don't always know what we're feeling. Now, I'm a Pisces moon, so it's like I am sensitive and empathic as fuck. Like, I can watch TV in my own house with no one watching or someone that I trust, still a Virgo, right? But, you know, there might be some stalemates in this twin flame relationship, unless the other person, well, but it's both of you here. No, it really is the overarching relationship archetype. Great generosity potential, but also that tendency to hoard and hold back and hold back and hold back, right? So let's bring in the angels here. That's a really good start. I like reading them this way. I hope I continue doing this until they say, now read it diagonally. Okay. People ask me, how have you been doing this for so long? You started when? I was like, I started reading when I was 12. I started my company when I was 30. I'm going to be 51 on September 6th. Because I do what they tell me. I do what they tell me. Everybody else can go pound sand. I mean, you know, I drive on the right side of the road and then, you know, pay my bills like everybody else. But, you know, you don't like me, go pound sand. And Virgo is the element of sand. Just don't pound this sand. Go elsewhere. Cool, cool. Speaking of which, my angels. Oh, the blessing today was so lovely with the angels. My angels, please, one card for the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace. Blessings. We love when that happens. Don't we love when we get the blessings card? Blessings card. Yeah, this goes faster this way. My angels, please, same for this guide in relationship with the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace. Truth and integrity, so important in relationships. And certainly truth and integrity can be hoarded, or everything it touches turns to gold. We're going to link all these together. I love laying down puzzle pieces. Such a mystery, but I'm a mystic. Hello. My name is Mark. I'm a mystic. I'm a clue addict. I do love my clues. Yeah, we don't like to be uncertain, do we? It is an emotion, uncertainty, that does need to be embraced and loved behind the castle wall. Legs crossed. Nobody needs to know it, but you do need to talk to that child inside. It's going to be like when you're trying to look for an important document and you know you just saw it, but then you tear your entire office apart and you're like, there it is. Does that happen this morning? Dark moon. Oh, dark moon, void of course, yeah. It's okay. It resolved itself. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My angels, same thing for the entire relationship here. What is the overarching guidance and grace you have for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign? Twin flame relationship for September, bottom one, 2019. Soulmate. Now remember, this deck does not, if you're new, my earlier videos, you know, you can't make every disclaimer every single time, but this card I always feel like I need to. The card Soulmate in this deck, in the Doreen Virtue Healing with the Angels Oracle, right? There is no twin flame card, right? There is no soul contract card. It's just this card Soulmate, which is fine. It's a very beautiful and simple deck, like maybe 3 words tops on a card, right? I like that. It gives very declarative, but come on, that the Midas Miser here Is there such thing as a twin flame soulmate hybrid? I'm gonna say yes, but like ultimately, what do we know? It's not like the ascended masters of soul contracts are gonna just manifest sitting on my couch one day and I'll call Gary Renard me out of nowhere, you know, and tell me what's what. It's like I don't have those kind of visions. I have like Virgo quickie, service based, only if it's like absolutely truly helpful, right? But I'm going to say, sure, anything's possible on a mystical path because it's an ineffable plan. If you have not watched Good Omens yet, I read the book decades ago. I love the book. They did a great job on the movie, but that word ineffable, that's where I learned the word from. The divine plan, would that be the ineffable divine plan? We don't fucking know. But what can we get? We can get clues, tips, and hints because it's a game, right? Like you don't want all the cheat codes, but every now and again, is divination cheat codes? I don't know. We'll leave that up to them. So look, we've got this Virgo advocate here, right? This light attribute wanting to put compassion into action, and with blessings, that it's a blessed thing, and that the action that you can take, if it's, you know, blessing someone is active. It is yang, yes, it feels yin, but you're sending it out. Blessing is yang, just like banishing. Banishing and blessing are the same thing, really, if you know what you're doing, and the moon is just right, just saying. And for the guide here, you know, that what does a guide do? A guide has wisdom, right? I love this image. You don't want to hire a guide. Let's say you're flying to Hawaii, right? You don't want to hire a guide while you're there who's flying over on the plane with you for the first time ever, right? It's like, never been there, love to be your guide. It's like, thank you, you know, out with the pendulum and stuff. No, you want someone who has the wisdom, but someone here who can really follow the guidance in life, and it is the divine family of archetypes, by the way. The advocate is the action family. So with truth and integrity, it's really important that with truth and integrity, this guide, this other, really guide themselves by that. Now, if you're a cross watcher, that's important to know, but truth is tricky. Truth is tricky because there's what we perceive, which we think is true, and then there is the higher truth, and there is always a higher truth. It never ends. I guess maybe in the one, which is, oh, no more thought, right? Totally transcendent of thought. So truth simply is truth and light are one. I'm not there yet. You're not there yet if you're watching this on YouTube. We ain't there yet. So, but keep that in mind for this guide, that be guided by truth and integrity, that there's truth and integrity here to be guided by, through, and with. Cool. And for this Midas Miser, I mean, it speaks for itself, that soulmate card. Let's clarify. Oh my God, the blessing was so wonderful. Dionysus, please. I think you're the one who sort of made me cry in the Masters before it touched my heart so deep. So please, some clarity. Please, one card of your divine, godly guidance and grace for this Virgo advocate with blessings in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace. Ooh, Ace of Flames, Ace of Wands. So, you know, not just a spark, creation is actually what it is in this card. Let me put that so you can see the words right there, right? Creation. It's a new thing. It can be a new beginning, but it's also but as a result or a burst of blessings. So that's fun to start with. Thank you. Let's look now for the guide here, please. Dionysus, sacred vine, dearest Lord, patron mine. Watch me cast on camera. A different kind of casting. Please, one card, a piece of your guidance and grace. Oh, your sacred bliss. Yeah, for the other, I feel the card. For the other in this twin flame relationship with the Virgo collective at storm. 5 of Blades. The hurricane. Yep, the hurricane. The hurricane. So if a breath is a thought. So, okay. Let me get the third one out. I mean, they're at storm. Now, where is the safest place to be in a hurricane? You know, people say, you know, in a bathtub, in a shelter, and door frames. I've heard that. Basements, obviously, you know, Wizard of Oz, etc. Although that was Twister, not a hurricane. Just saying. I'm gay. I know these things. The safest place is in the eye, right? And it's so funny to keep it in the eye, which is another AA thing. I was never in AA, but I did not avoid doing the research and applying what worked for me. But it makes sense, right? That's the still point. That's the calm where everything else swirls around them. Now that can indicate that the guide here is in a hurricane of truth while dealing with their integrity, which means they're shaken and stirred. That there's something going on there. And here you are just like, Virgo, and they're like, oh, you do so much thought. So much thought. See, this is why I don't even go into, unless a card really indicates with the minor arcana or the major arcana zodiac signs, because it's like, who wouldn't be in a hurricane with a Virgo or because of a Virgo in a twin flame relationship? We know we're not the easiest sign to be with. We know we are perfectionists, but honey, what we do to ourselves, right? And that's what twin flames are for. Look what you do in yourself. So let's get the overarch here, the overarching card here. Oh my God, please, my patron. I'm not saying the whole spell. Please. Well, one card, a clue, a tip, a hint, a piece of your guidance and grace for, bottom card for this Virgo twin flame relationship for September 2019. Pisces are opposite sign. Now, I like I said, maybe that's why I was just saying, it's like, I don't want to go into zodiacal signs too much unless they're indicated in a card. And what I love about Daughters of the Moon Tarot, by the way, the links are down for all of the cards that I read. Depending on the reading, all of them are in this one. Wait till I add more. I'm sure I will. The Pisces is the opposite, and the moon is in Pisces. So that could be an indication of timing. Now, I don't usually do timing in readings because I understand the quantum. Every little decision we make can shift what timeline we're on. And of course, we don't notice when we jump from one timeline to another. This isn't the Flash, okay? This is the quantum that we're in, right? So you can take a nap in one world, wake up in another, right? Depending on, particularly meditation, right? There's all sorts of ways that you can bring yourself into alignment, but that there's an emotional thing here. And because it's 12th house, that this relationship is also about the collective, that not only is it healing each of you individually, it's healing the collective, and hence that soulmate thing that I might say. And look, I'm a Virgo. I would love for a twin flame to become a true soulmate if we're really talking the romantic thing. Well, but you know, there are people in my life and my family that we are twin flames, and from afar we bless each other, we respect each other. I learned what I had to learn, and you move on, right? But when there are soulmates in your life, those things, those people, those friends, those family, as well as those lovers, they're satisfying relationships. And if there's a little turbulence here and there, they tend to work themselves out. So if this isn't your reading, I think by now you're kind of looking at, yeah, there's more cards coming down. We're not even halfway through. But this is, particularly with that Midas Miser thing for the relationship overall, with that Pisces, yes, there might be some illusion, some deception going on here, but it might not be intentional deception. It might be self-deception. It's a twin flame relationship. Let's ask the Masters. They usually have, because the Masters were all incarnate, I believe. All of them incarnated. Otherwise, right, their gods are their angels. Not that the gods couldn't incarnate, not that an angel couldn't, but, you know, the Masters went through the curriculum, their highly individualized curriculum, throughout human history, by the way, by the by. Yeah, let's not go there right now. We'll deal with that on camera. So please, my Masters, since we have each other's ear, my Masters of true love, please clarify. First, for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in twin flame relationship for September 2019, this advocate with blessings and this Ace of Flames, this Ace of Wands, a piece of your guidance and grace. Oh, push me, pull me, won't you just push me, pull me back and forth? Here we go. Come here. Maybe that's you, maybe that's them, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like, Virgo, that's you. Which means, you know, look at this poor person. Like, well, stop, go, come stay away. And she's like, the fuck do you want? Right? I gotta. So let's look at the other here, because if it's you that is feeling the pushed and pulled, that's one thing. Yeah, you got that blessings in that Ace of Flames, though. You might not. Well, I guess, you know, it could be a 50-50 in the collective. You're going to have to know that and see what clicks for you inside, my Virgos. Check your second chakra on that. Because if it went, it's like, go deeper. Take a look again, right? My God, my masters, please. I'm looking at the guide card because so many of you are guides for so many. Please, one card for the other in this twin flame relationship with the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in September. Please, a piece of your guidance and grace. Commitment, baby, they're all in. Commitment, baby, they are all in. They may be in a hurricane of their own thoughts, but they're finding their truth and their integrity, and they are following the guidance, perhaps even being a guide to you in some way. But they are in for a penny, in for a pound. Tarot drop. Did I make a new term? Hashtag tarot drop. Yeah, but then you got to pick up all your cards. And if you just do one, it just kind of goes down like that. It's not the same. It's not the same. My masters, then one, please. Same thing for the overall, for this overall twin flame relationship, Virgo, collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship, September 2019. That there's just an overall bad attitude going on here, right? Seems like both of you don't realize what you got. Well, and ain't that part of the path? A bad attitude, right? Look what this bitch is doing. She's like, no, what a sad thing. But it doesn't say that it has to happen, but it does say that there's some emotional shit going on. And because these relationships are turbulent, but I gotta say with that soulmate card, look, write it out. Write it out. Because this guide with truth and integrity in a hurricane, have some compassion for them, they are in a hurricane, is really in for a penny and for a pound. But I wonder if, Virgo, you're feeling the push me, pull me because they're in a hurricane. You don't know that they're that they're all in for a penny and for a pound, that they're finding their truth, they're being guided to truth. If you can just focus on your blessings, right? If you can, right, be inspired to act with compassion here, this at least heal this on your side, right? Everybody's doing the best they can. That to me is the core of everyday compassion. Look, everybody's doing the fucking best they can. And they may not look at, but who the fuck put you in charge, right? To determine, are you doing the best that you can? Keep it in the eye of the hurricane. Sorry, couldn't resist that. Oh, I snorted on camera. I took a vow. No, I didn't. I'm very serious about my vows. That's why I was never legally married in this life. Okay, yeah, raised by a divorce lawyer. My angels. Oh, this is the cosmic deck of initiation. Oh, can you not say, look, it's a cosmic. Oh, that's hurting my eyes a little bit. Oh, sorry. Just mazed myself. This one's blessed for the angels, and we'll clarify the three angelic cards on the table. So we'll start by clarifying for you, Virgo, this card of blessings. All right, my angels, please, for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign in this twin flame relationship, please clarify the card of blessings. It's the top card. It's a miracle. I'm not shitting. It's a miracle, which, by the way, it's a blank card. It's a blank card that says miracle at the four corners. It's a miracle. A true blue testicle, a miracle. Yeah, that is sort of Virgo and then a real blue ball. Ooh, I started twice. Okay, yeah, okay. Okay, look, you got miracles, that you're being blessed with miracles and that your blessings are bringing miracles. You know, miracles need physical embodiments to move through. It's not that you say, I asked for a miracle, and then just... No. Allow it to work through you. You do the blessings. You start blessing. I'm telling you. There's one of my videos on this channel that I did. It's from I have the Words of Grace with Mark A. Lyons Facebook group. I stream every Sunday pretty much. And I did this one called Binge Blessing, and it's just a segment from, I don't think it's the whole thing. It's not a clip. It's probably more than 10 minutes knowing me. So the blessings have to come through you. I say that a lot in these readings because that card of blessings comes up. And miracle, worth it. Do your own inner work. bless yourself with miracles. Let the miracles begin with you, right? Let your miracle cup overflow, because in a twin flame relationship, it's going to change the relationship without you trying to change the relationship. It's just how that rolls. Okay. Now, we're clarifying for the other in this twin flame relationship, this guide with truth and integrity. My angels, please, what's this truth about? Inquiring souls want to know. No, please, a piece of your guidance and grace for this guide. What is this truth and integrity about? Oh, universal wisdom. No, not just wisdom. We all have wisdom. Wisdom comes from experience. Reading a book is not wisdom, that's knowledge. It's how do you alchemize it into form? How do you incarnate it? What's the experience of it? So the truth and integrity, they're not just getting about that personal experience, but they're getting universal wisdom in this hurricane of truth. And you see, integrity is a weird word, because everybody has integrity on a soul level, but really what we're looking about here is about integrating the soul, or if you like, integrating the personality, which may or may not have that much integrity. It's an alchemical process. Who's 100% integral 24/7, 365, right? That it's all a process about being honor and having your integrity clear it. But essentially the word integrity means wholeness. Like when you're buying a house, right, you want to check the structural integrity. Like, what's the integrity of the foundation? Is it cracked? Is it whole? What's it made out of? How strong is it? You know, so like an egg that has not been cracked, the egg is in its full integrity. So this is about their own wholeness, and this is about them metabolizing. Good word, metabolizing the truth that they're getting. And transforming it into wisdom, anchoring it within themselves, which is totally worth it. Cut them a break. Cut them a break. Just saying. Like, I don't think that's even my opinion. I just think they're saying, like, cut them a break. You've been there too. We all go there. So now let's clarify this soulmate. Why not? I mean, I'm getting this. And yeah, I'm a Virgo and I get it. And I don't want to speculate on camera what's going on here for me, but I get the larger theme here, and it makes sense for where we are on the planet right now. Virgos, we came in to serve. Why wouldn't our relationships be used as part of the divine plan to balance things out on the planet, right? So please, my angels, please clarify this soulmate card. Well, the Leo card popped out. I'm just going to place that to the side for a moment. I know I'm supposed to take that one. And we will take that one. Maybe that's referring to the Leo reading that I just did prior to this. I don't know. And where did you come from? Where did you even come from? That's weird. One more time, my angels, please clarify this soulmate card. Please clarify this soulmate card. For the overall Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective twin flame relationship. Yes, I'm feeling that. What's going on here? Please, a clue, a tip, a hint, a piece of your guidance and grace. Virgo. Well, you got the Virgo card and the Leo card. So look, there's a dominant Leo Virgo thing here. Now this maybe is personal for me. I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to say maybe that is personal to me. This one jumped out. This is the one that I was told to draw. I was really got it. They're like, no, keep going. Well, so the Virgo card. So look, if we're talking a soulmate thing here between a Virgo and a Leo, remember that Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. If they don't know they're rising, you'll never really know. But you know you got the Virgo in there. Now, I am Virgo with Leo rising. That's why that might have been for me, but I would have ordinarily taken a jumper because that fucker jumped, right? You know, that really went. So look, we got an extra card. I said these readings are 24 cards only unless something jumps out and I really am guided to take it. So there we go. There's your bonus. Cheap fucking bonus, but what do you want? Oh, all right. So so this advocate with this blessing and miracles, that kind of speaks for itself. This guide that they're integrating, this universal wisdom through truth and therefore restoring, healing their integrity. Here we've got this Midas miser, this entrepreneurial, like creative ability to turn anything into gold, including a relationship where a twin flame. What else could turn? Really, there are a handful of archetypes. The alchemist could maybe do it. What overarching relationship archetype could transform a twin flame into a soulmate relationship? The Midas Miser, the Alchemist. I could think of others, but right now those are the two that are just popping to mind because I have a relationship with the Alchemist, certainly within myself. All right, let's clarify these God cards. And for these are interesting. Now, what I love about these is that the words are written on them. They're called the Dream Deck in the link below. They're Jungian, Freudian, psychological cards to help you interpret your dreams. I use them as divination. Oh, honey, I'm sure there are going to be millennials who will be reading Pokemon eventually. I mean, the original cards, right? The collectors. There's something to do. Turn some money with those things, not my language. To me, Pikachu is very Chelsea Handler specific, that word. Anyway, speaking of Pisces, by the way, Chelsea's Pisces sun is the exact same degree as my Pisces moon. I just want to like shake her hand and say thank you. Maybe have a drink with her if she's up for it. Why wouldn't she be? Blessed be Chelsea Handler, wherever she is, whatever she's doing. I love her. All right, let's do this. My gods. Well, speaking of Dionysus, yeah, she probably got a touch of him around her too. So, my gods, please, let's clarify now for this Virgo, this Ace of Wands, as beautiful as it is, that new beginning, that spark of new creation, new passion, new something, new desire. Please, my gods, a piece of your guidance of grace for this Virgo. Being chased. Oh, fuck. Being chased. Now, I'm going to take that in the original just off the top of it, that, yeah, you may feel like you're being chased by a thing, but, like, maybe you're not the chaser in this one. Oh, please, the chaser-runaway dynamic? Classic twin flame. Just saying. So maybe you're the one being chased. Let me lay them out and then I'll read them. That's because there's stuff on each. That just makes sense. So I'll get the deck out of my hand and I'll be able to focus. So, my gods, please, for this guide archetype in relationship with the Virgo collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign, and twin flame relationship, in the Five of Blades, in the Hurricane, please, a piece of your guidance and grace. The healing place. The healing place. Oh, a little cabin in the snow. Oh, so pretty. A little cold, though. Yeah, dream imagery. I'm with you there. And then one for this Piscean emotional, hidden, mysterious, mystical aspect of this relationship. Confounds, right? So confounding. It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Let's leave that one there. Please, my gods, please clarify this Pisces card here. This emotional zodiacal card. What's going on with this Pisces card in this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, sign, twin flame relationship? There you are. I feel you. That one, that one, that one. They're still new, so they're sticking. I got to really check. Hindness? Hindness. I have no idea what that fucking word means. And that's a really weird card. Hindness. Hindness. All right, well, I'm glad I'm saving that one for last. Come on, let's read these. Now I really want to. You always wait for the mystery. No, we don't. So being chased. Being chased. Now I've had dreams. I don't remember all my dreams, but I've been chased in dreams. I think we all have. Dreams of being chased by an unseen but terrifying presence usually indicate that neglected aspects of the self are clamoring for our conscious attention. Very twin flame, heal yourself, right? In Freudian psychoanalysis, confrontation rather than evasion is the strategy for coping with the return of the repressed. Likewise, in dreams, the fear of pursuit will often lessen if the dream self can turn and face the chaser. Were you able to identify who or what was hounding you? What might this represent at a conscious level? Darlin, I'm going to not necessarily rescind what I said before about you maybe not being the chaser. I think that the possibility for you to be either the chased or the chaser is in this. What are, see, because that's the dynamic. The chaser is running away from something, right? And the runaway is being chased by something within themselves that needs their attention. So it can go either way. I get that. Now with that, now I'm going to say with that ace of flames, it's like, all right, well then let's do it. If this is what it is, then let's do it. Then what the fucking, I'm going to confront this. I'm ready. Step one, light torch. Wands up, right? Here we go. Let's do this. Because enough of this fucking push me, pull me, regardless of which side of it's on. Let me deal with this within myself. What am I running from? What's chasing me really could be either way though. And am I chasing? Am I chasing? Something to look at. Yeah. Okay. So then we've got the healing place. Aw. Well, you know, they need it. They're in a fucking hurricane, all right? The healing place. Yeah, a little cabin in the eye. After an illness, you may return to the normalcy of daily life while still feeling a little unwell, and ain't that the case? To help you develop a restorative frame of mind to complete your recovery, try to visualize a special healing place before you go to sleep. Pink sand beaches. Perhaps this is a place that you always associate with healthy, happy days of childhood, such as a grandparent's garden, well, gardens in general. Alternately, visualize an imagined calming place, such as a warm log cabin surrounded by snow-capped mountains, peaks, and the cleanest, freshest air. Hold the image of your recuperative place in your mind. Okay, I get what this is saying. Sorry, the guides are funny. Hold the image of your recuperative place in your mind as you drift into sleep. Visit it in your dreams and gain strength from its curative powers. I mean, I have that. I call that the castle of my soul. This castle of my soul, but essentially the guidance here from the gods is find your happy place. Go to your happy place. Go to your happy place. But, you know, that's very internalized. But it also does say here that this guide, this twin flame relationship is in a process of healing and restoring, probably in the hurricane, if not after. So have some compassion there, because that card of commitment we'll get to. I want to look at that big time. So now this card Hinding, right, with this Pisces. Of course, mystery. What the fuck? I've never even heard of that. Hindness, Hindness, unless that's that font here. You tell me. What does that say? What's that say? I don't know what that says. If you dream that you cannot see. Oh, that's blindness. Oh, it's a lowercase b. I am so sorry. Blindness. Oh, and that's why they have blindfold ones. I'm sorry. You could see, right? That wasn't me. Woo, wrong side. Yeah, it looks like capital H. It's a script lowercase b. Blindness. If you dream that you cannot see, because the Pisces depth, your unconscious may be hinting at a lack of self-awareness in your waking life. Can you identify the cause of your blindness? A blindfold or a refusal to open the eyes might suggest a failure to acknowledge problems in the external world. Alternately, the blindness could signify internal conflicts that you are choosing to evade, or a sense of being lost spiritually or emotionally on life's path. Open your eyes. Use the symbols from your unconscious as guides to help you in the future. I get it. All right. So in this relationship right now, there's just so much emotion going on that both of you are a little bit blind as to what's going on. And it happens whether you're being possessed by pain, which would make sense with the guide. And for you, Virgo, if there's something you're running from. Right, that the turbulence of the emotion itself that you're not seeing clearly, right? But that there is a soulmate thing going on here with this Virgo-Leo dynamic. And if you look at that, that's mutable earth and fixed fire. Something beautiful can grow here. It's the sun and like healthy, well-drained soil, right? As good drainage, you could really make something to eat, right? With that miser, but then with this bad attitude, we'll clarify those next. But this does make sense. This clicks. So let's put these back. Thank you very much, my gods. Masters. Yeah, and then we're going to end with 3 of the whispers of love. That's how we're doing this. My masters, please. We're using the Osho Neo Tarot. It's not really a tarot deck. It's just not, calls itself that. It doesn't have a major, minor, or court card system. But it's really good. It's a compilation of wisdom teachers and stories of wisdom. You'll see. More Eastern than Western, but there's some Western in there. So please. My masters, please clarify for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. Not with that many cards. Oh, it's a party. Please clarify for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship. For the Virgo here, please clarify this push me, pull me. I mean, we know what the dynamic is. We've all done it. We've been on both sides of it, all of us. Sooner or later, we all play both sides. So please, can you clarify? Because it's such a human personality behavioral thing. Please, can you give us some insight, a piece of your masterful guidance and grace? Judgment. Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. Not judgment as you think, but it's about good thing, bad thing. It's like it's a good thing, but then it's a bad thing. It's a good thing and it's a bad thing. That's what's creating the push me, pull me. Oh my God, that's so genius. I mean, read that whole one from the book. Yeah, there's a little booklet that comes with, and of course it's over on the break front. I'll get it in a minute. Same thing, my masters. That was so genius. That was so cool. You guys, well, your masters. Sure, if you wanted to appear to me on my couch, you wanted to disappearance of the universe on me, Renard me. Please, same thing for this guide in this relationship with Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship, September 2019. Please, commitment. Like, I feel that. Like, I don't know if that's my own personal projection or not. So please clarify that. It's like I feel the heart wants what the heart wants on this one. Disciplehood. Disciplehood. Yeah, we'll be looking up that one for sure. Disciplehood. I mean, we kind of know what a disciple is. By the way, the word disciple is the root of the word discipline, right? It's where the word comes from. I didn't like the word discipline until I really looked up etymology, not entomology. That's the study of bugs. Etymology is the meaning of words, the roots of words. Where do the meanings of these words come from? So think of a disciple. Disciplehood. And a commitment there. Well, there's certainly a commitment for disciplehood. Too much. Let's get this third one for this bad attitude, right? Bad attitude. It's more than a screw up in a dance class. It's a very specific audience is going to get what bad attitude is. I'm doing it under the table with my wife. Please, my masters, I know I'm trying to keep this light because this might be hitting home for me if I really looked. If I took off the blindfold in this moment, right? So my masters, please, as intimate as this is, can you please clarify because we got two womp womp cards here, right? We got push me, pull me for the Virgo themselves and the bad attitude in the relationship. So please, my masters, intervene, a piece of your guidance and grace for this Virgo Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign collective twin flame relationship for September 2019. This one. Play. This just came out in a previous reading. Play. Arjuna, I think. Play your role. Play your role. This is a script. Play. Play the game. Not just play, but play the role. You got a bad attitude? Well, then it's okay to have a bad attitude in this. It's okay because it's part of the fucking role. And if you signed up to do this, so play your role. And I mean, I'll read a little bit from the book on each because each one has like a couple of sentences in the beginning, which I think is lovely. Pardon me. Read Richards. There we go. We know the push me, pull me, right? So let's start there with this card of judgment. And this is a really good story. Maybe I'll read it. If it's not too long, I'll read it for you because I think this is out of print. So, you know, let's just do this. I'm going to go with it. They said go as long as needed. Judgment. Okay. Judgment means a state of mind, and mind always wants judgment because to be in process is always hazardous and uncomfortable. Be very, very courageous. Don't stop growing. Live in the moment. Simply stay in the flow of life. Okay. Wise. How does that apply to push me, pull me. Let's go. This story happened in the days of Lao Tzu in China, and Lao Tzu loved it very much. There was an old man in a village, very poor, but even kings were jealous of him because he had a beautiful white horse. Kings offered fabulous prices for the horse, but the man would say, "This horse is not a horse to me, he is a person." "How can you sell a person, a friend?" The man was poor, but he never sold the horse. One morning, he found that the horse was not in the stable. The whole village gathered and they said, "You foolish old man, we knew that someday the horse would be stolen. It would have been better to sell it. What a misfortune." The old man said, "Don't go so far as to say that. Simply say that the horse is not in the stable. This is the fact. Everything else is a judgment. Whether it is a misfortune or a blessing, I don't know, because this is just a fragment. Who knows what is going to follow it?" Now I'm going to say right there, maybe you're feeling push me, pull me. Maybe you're feeling chased. But is that what's really going on, or is that just a fragment? People laughed at the old man. They had always known that he was a little crazy. But after 15 days, suddenly one night the horse returned. He had not been stolen. He had escaped into the wild. And not only that, he brought back a dozen wild horses with him. Thank you, Mr. Ed. He went back, he'd come back with friends, right? So you sort of get the idea. And the story does go on from there, that it's like, it's a bad thing. Oh no, look, it's a good thing. And then the good thing, oh, it turns into a bad thing. Oh, it's a good thing. So the push me, pull me of that, Virgo, look, we're over analytical. Granted, now, I don't know, I'm an ENFP. I can project meaning in a drop of a hat. Really good for a card reader, not so great in other places in my life. I own that. I have to keep my eye on that, right? But to say that you really don't get, that you may not know exactly what's going on in the relationship, and the jumping to a conclusion, and it's like, he's my true love, she's my true love, and no, he's the demon incarnate. I love him, I never want to see him again. It's that push me, pull me within yourself even. That you have control over. That you have control over. Do you see how these things teach you how to heal yourself? Girl, don't try it. You break it, then you buy it. So now let's look at disciplehood for this guide, right? In tandem with this card of commitment, because really, discipline and commitment makes sense. Card number 8. It's not even numbered along to the traditional tarot number cycle, so can't go there either. Disciplehood. Allow every situation in your life to teach you. That's one line. Oh, and it's a long, long, long story. All right, I already read one. Happy birthday. When the great Sufi mystic Hassan was dying, somebody asked Hassan, "Who was your master?" He said, I had thousands of masters. If I just relate their names, it will take months, years, and it is too late. But 3 masters I will certainly tell you about. Oh, don't we love stories of 3? One was a thief. Once I got lost in the desert, and when I reached a village, it was very late. Everything was closed. But at last I found one man who was trying to make a hole in the wall of a house. I asked him where I could stay, and he said, "At this time of night it will be difficult, but you can stay with me if you can stay with a thief." And the man was so beautiful. Hello. And the man was so beautiful, I stayed for 1 month. And each night he would say to me, "Now I am going to my work. You rest, you pray." When he came back, I would ask, "Could you get anything?" Yeah, could you get anything? He would say, "Not tonight, but tomorrow I will try again, God willing." He was never in a state of hopelessness. He was always happy. When I was meditating for years on end, and nothing was happening, many times the moment came when I was so desperate, so hopeless, that I thought to stop all of this nonsense. And suddenly I would remember a thief who would say every night, "God willing, tomorrow it is going to happen." Don't got to read the rest on that one. I got that one. So the disciplehood of commitment here is they're making the commitment. That's the commitment. It's like, okay, well, it sucks right now, but God is saying, yeah, I'm going through this. sucks right now, but now, you know, if someone's not even aware that they're holding that archetype, that they're being guided and they are guiding themselves, you can guide yourself and not know you're doing it, absolutely. But that there is a resolve, a commitment here, a disciplehood to say, let it all teach me. Let it all teach me. Now, that's a very, very, very advanced spiritual place to get. But when you're in the hurricane, you know, it is often our pain that brings us on enlightenment. It just is. I mean, it's Caroline May said it's not the love boat. It's not a pleasure cruise. It's not a pleasure cruise. It's the Poseidon adventure. And she's right. She's right. It is. But it's worth it. It's worth the journey. It's worth the trip. But there's a commitment here and a disciplehood. I do not feel that this means that the person wants to be a committed disciple to you, Virgo, because, you know, ew, right? Ew. Be a disciple to your own path. This is really lovely. We've got 3 cards left. Oh no, sorry, I did not do the last one. Sorry, play, right, Arjuna. This one's really good. This one's quick too, because I know this one. 53. 51, 52, 53. Play. Now, usually you think, yay, play. No, not at all. So what we're looking at there is Krishna with, let me make sure I get the name right. Well, let me see. Remember, whatever you are doing, it is a game. Play your part. If it is a fight, then fight. Stay centered. No need to be serious. Just play. Arjuna. So I believe this is it the Bhagavad Gita or the Mahabharata? I can't remember. It was decades ago. But it's like the warlord, the prince, like, I don't want to do this. This is stupid. We're going to just kill people for. And Krishna appears and says, just play your role, because people are going to eventually die anyway, and no one really dies. The world is just a game, so just play the game. Life's a game, play to win. That's the very thing that Dionysus said to me in my first real mystical experience. He says, life's a game, kid, play to win. But what he meant by win was about, you know, unveiling the divine within you. Take the transcendent path that doesn't have to be all blood, sweat, and tears and suffering, but ain't nobody gets away with none of that. Everybody gets some of that. Into each life some rain must fall. Good. Let's get our whispers of love. Yay! It's sort of like dessert. It's dessert after a very complex meal, but we're Virgos. Why would we have it done simply, even though we're virgin, just pure and divine and untouched by man, which is true. The truth of who we are perhaps has never been touched by this world, but then that must be true of all of us. The true transcendent, the silent witness. Let's get now some cards. I love these. One for each. 4. Oh, here we go. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters. Please, a whisper of true love for this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising sign, Venus sign, sun, moon, rising, Venus sign. A happy birthday whisper of love for them in this twin flame relationship for September 2019. There we go. Receive with love and appreciation. Happy birthday. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovingly from others is a way of showing love. That as you receive, you give people the opportunity, that feeling of that generosity. So be in the receptive mode, right? Even with this push me, pull me, it's your birthday. Just be like, whatever it is, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. That's so kind. And, you know, I'm finding more and more and more that, you know, because we've done all that emotional, vibrational, you know, have to live in the vortex and emotional guidance, which is true. That's to a point. But sometimes you don't have to feel it, you just have to mean it. You have to be like, no, thank you. Thank you. If you're not feeling gratitude in that moment, and you can say later, you know, like, I really want to feel gratitude for everything that I've received so far in my life, and I really want to feel gratitude today, and that desire actually begins the energy of gratitude in your energy field. Give it a shot. Not a cool one. I learned that from KAHN. Younger, wiser, funnier than me, jealous. No, blessed be. Bless his heart. He's so wonderful. He's saved my ass, and he doesn't even know my name, right? Okay, here we go for this guide. My pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please. One card for this guide, just going through it. Blessing be upon this guide in this twin flame with this Virgo collective sun, moon, rising, Venus sign for the month of September 19. Please, a whisper of love for the other. Really? Turn on your heart light. Let it shine wherever you go. I'm a diamond channel, bitch. Allow yourself in this moment to reflect on a time when you experienced love, which means almost by definition they are not feeling it. They're feeling a little cut off, but there is a very, very strong commitment there. So if you are a cross watcher, I'm telling you, Virgo, have compassion for this one. As much as I am always going to sing that fucking Neil Diamond song whenever that card comes up on camera or off. I don't fucking care. That's who I am. I was raised that way. You don't know me. Bless this guy. Bless their hearts. Well, you've got blessings. Bless them. Bless their hearts, that they can turn on their heart light, because maybe they're just dealing with so much. They're just so in their head. You know, universal wisdom, truth and integrity. Yeah, the hurricane, all those airs, that they're in a healing place. Disciplehood. Yeah, their hearts may not be all that wide open right now, but yours sure can be. You got blessings and miracles, and that if you really pull out of the judgment and say, maybe this isn't push me, pull me, maybe this is just triggering the fuck out of me because they're going through hell. Let me be receptive, or let me receive with love and appreciation. And maybe that'll help turn on their heart light, but you can't make anybody turn on their heart light and put it shine wherever they go. I'm sorry, that's evil considering. Sorry. So let's get on with this last card down. My collective pantheon of angels, gods, and masters, please, one final whisper of true love for this Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign twin flame relationship for September 2019. The overall relationship whisper of love is, oh my God, I love you, because it's the same on both sides. It's so, holy fuck. Twin flame, they're twins. I love you. These words, these are very important words. No shit. Y'all need to say I love you to each other and to yourselves, because you do. You do. Those might be the words that fucking heal everything. I love you. Now look, I studied Ho'oponopono with Dr. Hugh Lin. Look it up. Ho'oponopono. Figure out the punctuation and the spelling yourself. Sorry. This whole relationship just smacks of just a turbulent relationship, that things work out. That maybe there is an alchemy here from twin flame to soulmate. But that really, there is so much love here. Now, again, is there anything indicating purely a sexual romantic thing? No. But it makes sense that that would be there. But it could also be siblings estranged from each other, or family members, or it could be friends. It could be any number of relationship patterns. But I gotta say, with this bad attitude there, that feels like right now, that where you are right now, the bad attitude about it is okay. It's part of the game, but it's all healed by I love you, both within yourself to heal. Talk to the piece that has the bad attitude within yourself individually. That's all you could do. In terms of this line here, it's a soulmate. Virgo, which can be very serving. Leo, that can be very much a leader, right? Very much everything revolves around them. With that Midas miser there, something's being hoarded. There's an issue of generosity. But an ability to turn things into gold, and that the blindness here of this Pisces energy here, like, and maybe there is look, there are 3 signs indicated here. Maybe there is a third person involved here, that Pisces card there. But to say that really the emotions are getting in the way of seeing clearly, hence that bad attitude. But play this one to completion. At least play it to the end of this round. Do your bit. Heal you. Let go of your judgments on this by allowing the voices, the bad attitudes within you to rise up, and just say to them, it's okay, I understand why you feel that way. I love you. Heal that within yourself. Well, what a wild fucking ride. Happy birthday, my Virgo brother and sister, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in twin flame relationships. But remember, twin flame relationships are on the path of true love, so maybe you want to go have a look-see at those vids as well. They're not as long as these, and the what do I needs are fun. I'm going to do more of those in September, but I am taking a break. I'm taking a birthday vacation for a few days, because it's time for me to celebrate me. So I'm always fucking working. So I thank you so much for your time. Please like and subscribe if this clicked for you in any way, because more is coming. I ain't stopping. I'm loving the hell out of this. So may all of the Virgo collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs in general be blessed with all that they need. May they have a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant month for September. And may the grace of true love conquer all in, around, and through them. Thank you. So mote it be. And for you, my darling brother, sister Virgos, farewell and blessed, blessed, blessed.